God. So yesterday was the day of let's get the MIATA motor in. Ideally I wanted to get it running, but today is going to be the day of let's get the MIATA motor running. So this is definitely going to show you guys like all the little tiny headaches you have to deal with when you put a motor back in. There's always stuff that you forget. There's always these stupid little things that you can spend like a whole day chasing. So that's what this episode is going to be about. What to chase when it doesn't start. Now I don't know if it's not going to start first try yet, but I have an inkling. So we're going to button everything up. I've got to run to the parts store and get some stuff, and then we're going to try to start it. So one of the first things we need to get is a belt for this power steering pump. The reason we need a belt is because now there's no AC compressor down there. So the belt's going to be much shorter because it's going to just go from the crank pulley to the power steering pump instead of going around the AC compressor. So what I'm going to do is set this in the middle of its range. Take a string, wrap it around it, mark it, and measure that and try to figure out if we can get a belt that size. Now we hopefully have the length of the belt we need. So we're going to take this in to my roommate Fed's work, O'Reilly's, and measure it. See what we got. So Tommy had these random Samco hoses lying around from who knows how long. So we're gonna see if we can make something work. We might have to put like a connector in the middle, which isn't ideal, but we're gonna see if we can make something happen. So it looks like if I cut it here, then this comes out of the bottom, goes up, and if I cut it here, put a little connector, and spin this 90 degrees, it should maybe work. Okay, so with the bottom cut, it looks like this is about just an inch too high for this. So if I cut about an inch out of this, put a coupler and turn it, I should be good to go. So I'll just take one of these with me to the parts store and make sure that I get the right size little union. It's just like a barb fitting, and you clamp two of those together. So I just gotta make sure there's nothing else that I need before I go to the parts store, because I don't want to make multiple runs today. I want to make one. When I come back, I'm gonna get the car done. Back from my parts hunt mission, it took way longer than expected because I had to go to Walmart to get distilled water, which is a complete nightmare. The Walmart by me is always incredibly packed. So I'm gonna just jam out and get the last like 45 minutes worth of work done, time lapse it, and then hopefully it'll start. So time lapse then motor starts the plan. So the hose is a pretty solid fit now. It just comes out, goes down, goes back in, but clears the motor and everything else in the way, so it's perfect. So you always want to make sure to use a little bit of lube on your O-rings. I just used a little bit of motor oil that I have anyway to put in the car. Just lube them up so they don't get torn or anything when they go in. You never want to put them in dry, just saying. Alright, so I haven't filmed much. I've just been plugging in the wiring harness. Me and Fed had to run some trips. We had to go look at a car and do some other stuff. So progress today has been slow. Progress today has been slow, but we should be able to start it up soon. Just a few more wires to plug in, and then we'll give it a shot and see what happens. No engine start would be complete without a Marco.
I came from Georgia, all the way from Georgia, just to drive a MIATA.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hooray, high five. Marco's car works.
I'm not working on the car. These are my only Adam LZ shirt, my only pink shorts.
I got clothes for you. No, I don't need anything. It's like done.
Just saying.
Marco and Fed are arguing about how this last bit of harness goes. This is what we've been working on for the past 30 minutes because we keep getting sidetracked. I literally managed to spend like a whopping 2 hours maybe of work on this car today. That's why it's late and it hasn't started yet, but hopefully it'll be starting here in a minute. Alright, so I'm hooking up the battery. I lost the terminals, so I'm just gonna have to like clamp the things to the battery because they need a terminal with the post thing. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Marco!
Yeah.
You need to check for smoke. Make sure there's no tools in the way.
Oh, how are you gonna put the battery in?
I'm gonna just clamp it with jumper cables.
Oh.
Just clamp them on there for now. I'll deal with that. I just want to see if it starts.
Okay. Is there oil in this?
Yep. There's no trans fluid, but
that's okay.
I'm gonna choose time, man.
Sure it's in neutral.
What?
Make sure it's in neutral. I just like my knees.
Dad.
Bring that Corvette back.
Alright, try number 2, but really number 1 because the battery's dead.
What are you doing?
Why is it so loud?
You put oil
Because
in it?
there's no oil in the lifters. Just keep going.
Did you put oil in it?
It's fine. It's just gonna sound like a diesel for a couple of days.
That's loud.
You put oil in it, exactly how mine sounded.
Yeah, I put oil on it. It started! First try, first startup. It's loud because the lifters aren't prime yet, I guess.
Is it really supposed to be that loud? You're supposed to put the lifters in a bucket and bleed them before you put them in. I didn't do it either because I'm lazy, just like you. It'll be fine.
Okay. Margo says it'll be fine. They just gotta bleed the lifter. I was supposed to bleed it in a bucket. I did that with my SR, I forgot to do it with this.
You're gonna get so much hate. Oh, you're gonna burn up the lifters and seize them up. Oh my God. Wow.
It is really loud. I totally forgot to do that.
It's exactly how mine sounded. I have a video on Instagram.
How long did it take to go away?
30 minutes.
It runs! Alright, well, I turned the camera off because I was like, oh, we're just gonna let it run and let the lifters bleed. We inspected it and there definitely wasn't any oil pressure going to the head. So what that means is we gotta take the motor out again, put it back together, and put it back in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. In the next video, the car's gonna be running. We're gonna be doing burnouts and drifting and stuff, and that'll be real soon. Thank you guys for watching. I know this wasn't the exciting, happy ending you expected, but this is how cars go. This is how it works sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out in your favor, but we're gonna fix it. It's not a big deal. It'll be a lot faster this time. So be excited to see the car running and drifting. Yay. Goodbye. Say bye.
Thanks for watching.
Say bye.
Bye.
Can we do 4 wheeling?
Yep.